What's good with y'all? It's your boy Boss. I want to thank y'all for checking out the channel. And on today's episode of In Other News, we'll be talking about the baby planning on to retire in the next 5 years. But before we get to that story, let's get to the first story of today. Donald Trump planning to veto the relief bill for the COVID stimulus checks. Donald Trump has stunned everyone by blasting Congress for the relief bill they finally agreed on, saying $600 checks are disgracefully low, and he wants a drastic reduction in the bill's extreme spending. This seemingly came out of nowhere. Trump was on the sidelines, silent as Congress negotiated the package. In fact, his aides said late this Tuesday Trump would sign the bill. Now he wants $2,000 for individuals or $4,000 for couples, amounts that were never on the table. It took Congress months to reach an agreement, and if Trump is serious about vetoing this bill, there is no way relief is coming to Americans until after January 20th. However, in announcing his contempt for the bill, Trump called out the Congress for filing a COVID relief package with billions in relief to foreign countries and domestic programs that have nothing to do with the pandemic losses. For instance, $134 million to Burma, $85.5 million to Cambodia, $1.3 billion for Egypt, $2.5 million to Count Amberjack's Fish in the Gulf of Mexico, $3 million in poultry production technology, $566 million for FBI construction projects, and on and on. So let's talk about this for a minute. I'm with Trump, bro. Like, $600. Don't get me wrong, I will take the $600 because free money is free money. If you ain't got to do nothing, people want to give you money, that's cool. I know a lot of people can use that $600, but at the same time, $600 ain't no real money in the grand scheme of things. Now, when I say I'm with Trump, I agree with what he's saying. If you haven't seen, like, it's like a little, not a clip, but it's like a list going around on the internet of all the money being broken down to where the money's going. And you seeing all this extravagant kind of money getting sent all over the place and not where the COVID is really hitting people. Like, why are you sending $1.3 million to Egypt? What does Egypt have to do with COVID, bro? I don't get that. Now, $2,000, I fucks with that. $4,000 for couples that's married and got kids, I fucks with that even more. I think they really need to just do what Andrew Yang said and give us the fucking stimulus package every month like he was talking about. I think he was saying like $1,000 a month. I'm with that. Let's do that instead of saying that you actually care about the people, but you don't want to really put your money where your mouth is. $600, like I said again, ain't gonna really solve anything, and they need to stop calling it stimulus checks. The economy is stimulated. People is out and about and doing shit like ain't no virus out there anyway. So stop calling it a stimulus check. Call it something to take care of the American people. We not trying to stimulate the economy or nothing. That motherfucker is well stimulated, well-oiled machine. It ain't gonna never not be a well-oiled machine. But the $600, I will take it, but I'm with Trump. We need more than that. $600 ain't gonna do shit. My mortgage costs way more than $600. Like, step y'all game up, bro. Like, I don't get it. But in other news, let's get to the next story of today, which is James Harden being in jeopardy of not being able to suit up for the NBA debut for the 2021 season. So, the Houston Rockets and the NBA are reviewing the James Harden party and maskless at a club to determine whether he violated the league's COVID-19 protocols, putting a perennial all-star availability for Houston's season opener Wednesday night in question, sources told ESPN. Harden has tested negative for COVID-19 on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a lead source told ESPN Ramona Shelburne. The video, which has published by Black Sports Online and has been circulating social media purportedly from Houston club Christmas party held this week. The Rockets and the league office are attempting to verify that it is indeed a recent video which will confirm that Harden violated the league's protocols. The NBA's COVID-19 protocols prohibits players from going to bars, lounges, or clubs and from participating in social gatherings of more than 15 people. Harden issued a statement on Instagram on Wednesday saying, "Every day is something different, and the event was not at a strip club. one thing after another. I want to show love to my homegirl at her event, not a strip club, because she is becoming a boss and putting her people in position of success, and now it's a problem, Harden said in the post. Every day is something different. No matter how many times people try to drag my name under, you can't. The real always end up on top. So, let's talk about this for a minute. James Harden wants out of Houston. And first and foremost, when you're an NBA player, you have the right to be wherever you want to play. If you don't want to play at this team no more, you have the right to request a trade or tell them, hey, I don't want to play for this franchise no more. These are the teams I want to play for. Make it happen. I want to be out of here. Now, for the last, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks, James and his team, the Houston Rockets, have been kind of at a war of words and going back and forth, trying to make each other uncomfortable because James Harden doesn't want to play for Houston Rockets no more. He's saying his time is up in Houston. He thinks that he needs to go somewhere else to try to win a fucking NBA championship. But I wanna preface this straight to James Harden, even though I know he's not gonna see this. James Harden, you're never going to win an NBA championship because the way you play is not sustainable to win an NBA championship. And I've had conversations with people about this over and over and over again. I hate to even watch James Harden play basketball because it's not good. It's not fun. All it is straight ISO ball. Dribble, 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 shoot up a three. Like, that's not gonna win you shit, bro. And people can say, well, they almost won the championship, I want to say 2 years ago against the Warriors when they had them in the Western Conference Final or whatever the shit you want to say. They ain't winning shit, bro. I don't want to hear no excuses. They ain't gonna never win shit with James Harden. It don't matter where they want to go. He's never gonna win shit. And now he's saying that he want to go to the Brooklyn Nets to join up with KD and Kyrie. Here y'all go with this joining up bullshit again. The league is finally good now and it's balanced and we got duos. Nigga, get you a duo. Get you a fucking duo. Go somewhere, get you a duo, and then try to do something. But regardless of what you do, you ain't gonna never win shit. And that's just how I feel about the situation. You ain't gonna never win shit. I'm not saying you're a trash-ass basketball player. I'm never saying that. James Harden is a great basketball player. Probably one of the best shooters the league has ever seen. Best scorers that the league has ever seen. But he's never going to win playing the way he plays. And unless he can sit with himself and get off his high horse and check himself and look deep down inside and say, hey, I need to do some things different to make this thing happen, it's never going to happen. Point blank period. It is what it is. So I'm going to keep y'all up to date on this story. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows where James Harden will end up? But me personally, it really doesn't matter. Unless he ends up with KD and Kyrie in Brooklyn, he ain't winning shit. And even if he still end up with them, it still ain't a guarantee they ain't gonna win shit. But they team looking fire as hell. But on to the next story. In other news. Alright guys, let's get to the last story of today, which is the baby is planning to retire in the next 5 years. The baby might have gotten his full taste of mainstream fame, but the rapper is already planning his exit. During his recent cover story with XXL, the North Carolina native revealed that he's putting his retirement plan together. 5 years, I'm going to be retired in 5 years, the baby revealed. Although he might be stepping away from the mic, the baby still intends on being very active in the music scene. I won't be rapping in 5 years, he continued. I won't be rapping. I'll be creating other superstars. The baby is well on his way to accomplishing these goals. As the founder of his own record label, $1 Billion Baby Entertainment, the baby has 5 artists signed to him. K Kilo, Wisdom Rich Dunk, DJ Kid, as well as the bubbling stunner for Vegas. Although his career is taking flight, the baby has made time to help shape and guide their trajectories as well. Because of this ability, he's factored in the success of Billion Dollar Baby Entertainment into his 5-year plan. Billion Dollar Baby Entertainment 5 years definitely gonna be like one of the hottest labels in the game, the rapper told Double XL. Along with talking about the transition out of the game, the baby touched on how he was able to maintain being hot despite global pandemic. He credits this good fortune to his intense work ethic as well as choosing the right songs like his chart-topping hit with Roddy Ricch, Rockstar. So let's get into this, man. The baby plans on retiring in 5 years, and what I have to say to that is kudos. I'm not the biggest DaBaby fan. Like, I fuck with him, but at the same time, I feel like him and Megan Thee Stallion are one-trick ponies. I made a video on this a while back, and it's just, I know he has the running joke that all his songs sound the same, but it's not a joke. All his songs do sound the same. And after a while, that shit gets repetitive and you don't want to hear that shit no more. So I feel like he's preemptively making this plan of, oh, in 5 years, I plan on making my label hot. Yeah. No, you know you're not going to be here in 5 years. I hate when rappers, this really kills me. I hate when rappers get in the game. They be in the game maybe 1 or 2 years and then they already planning on retiring. It was like, what the fuck was you here for in the first place? You gonna retire that quick, bro? Like, I don't get it. Like, what's the point of you even doing something if you're not even in this shit for the long haul? And that's what I'm saying. You just, niggas like that they be in the fucking way, bro. It's motherfuckers that really want to do this shit. They've been putting in the blood, sweat, and tears trying to get in this game. And you got niggas like him want to be like, oh, I'm going to be done in 5 years. Like, it's just a money grab. He done got his money. He got his payday. He done made what he wanted to make. And he know that he ain't going to be able to sustain the trajectory of what he's going on because he was on the way up. But you know, everything that goes up must come down. And he know that he ain't going to be here in no 5 years. I feel like that's why he told Double XL that. It don't have nothing to do with, oh, he want to take her his artist, because if that's the case, you could have been promoting these artists right now to this day, which he is promoting Stunner for Vegas. Like, I do see that. I see him moving and shaking with Stunner for Vegas. But these other cats that I just named, I never heard of these guys. So, and that's not to say that he's not going to be a great executive. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's real convenient that, oh, I plan on retiring in the next 5 years when you haven't even been here for damn near 2 years yet. I think he might have just made 2 years, if not 3 years in the game. And now you already talking about retirement. It just don't make sense to me, and it don't sit well with me. I don't like artists that take the game and do whatever they want to do with it and then be just done with it. That's bullshit, bro. If you gonna be in this game, like, put the work in. If you really consider yourself a big dog, let's see what you got, bro. Let's see how long you can do this shit. That's like what Drake said. He said, we're gonna see who's still here in 10 years, bro. Yeah, these niggas hot right now, but in 10 years, is the name still ringing? Is they still putting out hits? Is they still dropping classic records? Like, I'm gonna do a whole nother video, because he just made me think about it, with Kendrick Lamar, because I feel a way about him too, but that's not what we talking about today. DaBaby plans on retiring in 5 years. What do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you like DaBaby's music? Do you think he shouldn't retire in 5 years? Do you think he should keep going? Let me know in the description. Not in the description, but let me know in the comments, man. We can have a little discourse, a little back and forth, and talk about this. But I want to thank y'all for checking out today's episode of In Other News, and we'll catch y'all and keep y'all up to date next time when I see y'all. Peace. Holla at your boy.